Crude oil could be heading right back above 100 very soon. Trump just made it clear. US troops are staying parked right outside Iran. So this isn't a real ceasefire. It's just a halftime break to talk while they reload it. So yesterday massive dump was just a massive market overreaction to this ceasefire headline. Combined with smart money front-running the news, just hours before the ceasefire was announced, a massive 950 million short block order suddenly hit the crude futures tape. We all knew exactly who was behind that. It was a textbook engineer flash to harvest retail liquidity. And once this irrational selling pressure completely washed out, oil will immediately snap back to its fair value. So right now, you need to focus on two core macro drivers. Number one is, have the fundamentals for crude actually changed? Well, look at the map. The strait is still blocked and the global market is still running a massive supply deficit. That structural supply gap doesn't just vanish because they sign a piece of paper. And number two, is this ceasefire even real? Intel suggests Trump might just be using this 2-week window to buy the time for the US's Gerald R. and Ford carrier strike group to fully deploy. Plus, Israel is acting as a wild card, firing off script. This fragile piece could shatter at any absolute second. And in fact, the market completely ignored a massive headline yesterday. Saudi Arabia's East-West pipeline got hit by a drone strike. That pipeline is a critical bypass route to get oil to the Red Sea without using the strait. Sure, insiders claim the damage is minimal and the oil is still flowing, but you have to admit the timing is incredibly suspicious. So back to the charts. Is this the time to load up on long? Here's my personal read. The massive long squeeze and cascading stop losses have pushed oil into deeply irrational oversold territory. Even though it clawed back some losses after 9 p.m. last night, we don't have a clear bottoming signal yet. This Friday, we got a CPI drop, the Fed's ultimate inflation gauge. A hot print kills rate cut hopes, pumps the dollar, and dumps oil. A cool print does the exact opposite. Looking at EV order flow to up. Brent's critical macro support sits right at 90. That's just the ultimate line in a sense. And upside resistance is parked at 100. It's a massive psychological barrier and ultimate bull and bear pivot. If we can reclaim and hold above 100, crude is primed for a massive new leg up. My personal playbook heading into Friday's CPI data, no chasing. I am only taking light-size starter loans at key support, just in case a hot print triggers a secondary flush. And also, if $90 holds the line tonight, the Friday-ish and the London session will be my prime window to load up on longs, front-running the weekend geopolitical hedge. Because next week, the market shifts into digesting the bad news and pricing the next macro catalyst. Once the clock starts ticking on this 2-week ceasefire, any slight geopolitical escalation could instantly reignite the crude oil bull run. As always, this is just my personal trade analysis, not financial advice.